Let's have a look at some of the organization techniques available in the Dwarfguard. We have 9 devices here, so we go to the devices table, and here I can use, for example, naming my devices. So let's put some names somewhere. So we have a few names, and we can either use sorting here based on the name, or we can use searching as we type. Another technique than the naming are the labeling. So we create some label. And here we can select some devices and assign the label. You can have any number of labels, and a device can be assigned any number of labels. For the labels, you can again sort, but maybe filtering is more interesting to you. So next to the naming and labeling, there is the thing called monitoring groups. By default, there is one monitoring group which encompasses all the devices, and that monitoring group is called all devices. This is a system group, and always all the devices will be part of this group. Here on the dashboard, you can see breakdown of all the monitoring groups that are defined in the system based on some semaphores. So we see the number of devices which are online, which are delayed, which are late, and so on for every monitoring group. So let's define a new monitoring group. Go to monitoring groups, add a group, we call it infrastructure, for example. Now it's created and we need to assign some devices here. So let's assign a few, let's say these two. Add to monitoring group. And in time, it could take up to 2 minutes. The dashboard will start showing the new monitoring group, and also it will register the assigned devices in that monitoring group. It's there already, so you can see all your devices here and the assigned devices in their respective monitoring groups. One thing is to be able to track the group, but another thing is that for a separate monitoring group you can have dedicated alerts. So because, for example, I now have an infrastructure monitoring group, I can define a more strict alert. So for example, whenever any device out of the infrastructure group misses one data update, the alert could be triggered. And if you want to see some example on the alerts, please follow the alerts video. To watch other Dwarfguard videos or find related information, follow the displayed links.